It's okay for us to admit that we don't know what we're doing when it comes to dealing with students with challenging behavior. There is no one-size-fits-all answer. The truth is, no generation of educators really knew what they were doing. You just dealt with the challenges of the students at that particular time. You can't take those educators from the 30s and bring them into 2018 and all of a sudden all of our problems are going to be solved. They knew how to deal with the students of their time and they had to figure it out, and the same thing holds true for us in 2018. We have to figure out what to do with the kids that we have right now. Just think back to when you were in school. This is how we know that they didn't know what they were doing either. Think about the most challenging student that was in your class when you were growing up, particularly in elementary. What was the one thing they did to deal with that student? If that student was acting up, they couldn't drink chocolate milk at lunch. That was their answer. James could not drink chocolate milk at lunch. That's how they solved their problems of having those challenging students in their class. If just not giving certain students chocolate milk would solve our problems today, I don't think anybody in this room or any parents would be against this. But it's not that simple. But let's be clear, that was the solution in the late 80s and early 90s. It's always about figuring it out. From year to year, educators are just trying to figure it out. Every group of kids is going to present different challenges. When we were kids, we presented challenges. The kids of today are presenting challenges. When they have kids, their kids are going to present different challenges. The world evolves, the kids evolve. But what we have the opportunity to do that no generation before us has done is build an education system that is truly about the needs of the child. An education based on their interests, an education based on their feelings, an education based on establishing a true relationship with every single child in the school, not just the ones that seek the relationship with us. Like, we have an opportunity to do something that has never been done before and change the course of education. You can turn on YouTube or scroll through Facebook and you can tell that teachers across America are taking incremental steps already. You have history teachers rapping lessons to their kids. You have teachers creating songs to help students learn math. So we're making those incremental steps. The challenge for us is to focus on doing things that are concrete instead of gimmicks. Because the reality of it is, a gimmick works for certain people because it's congruent to that person, but it may not necessarily work from school to school or teacher to teacher. It just doesn't work like that. You're not going to get me to rap or dance with kids. That's just not my thing. But what I can do is establish a real relationship with a student that's focused on mutual interest and mutual respect. And that's going to transcend from school to school and student to student.